going live right now. I think we're already live, so I think more people can join. So we'll just we're trying to do these live public calls. I think every Friday. So I think it'd be good for the project. And yeah, we were giving out 10,000 CHL to everybody who joins, and so we'll see if we get more people on there. So we're on here. Cool. So you were saying you had some ideas.
Yeah, two other developers were joined to this call. One is Venkat Ravinder and the other one is Narasimhulu. Just they want to say hi.
Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks for being here, guys. So I think you were telling me that you had some ideas for challenge, some development ideas, right?
Yeah, actually, they're pretty new for the project. Maybe we are in the discussion. Like they are more technical towards this web development, not into this niche. So yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, we've been working on this new version. We're gonna have we're trying to add telos, and we're gonna have referral codes, and we're gonna have direct messaging in the app. Have you been using the app very much lately?
Yeah, past 2 days, just like I'm in a hackathon, so I'm not using that. Before that, I used to be active over there, like oh, just skimming all the posts over there. So yeah, I never used to challenge others, but I used to just watch what the others were doing on our ecosystem.
Yeah, just kind of observe what's going on in the
Yeah.
development. So you've been kind of one of the main people for the longest time. I mean, you were, I think, one of the first people to help out, and right when I think you came along right when we did our airdrop. So so you've probably seen a lot of our development. So, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, this time I think we're gonna try to September 15th. We're gonna do Hello Support, and then we're gonna hopefully have codes and then direct messaging and all that good stuff. So hopefully it'll be a good version. I mean, you keep growing. I mean, every day it looks like we're adding new accounts. So if you look on the Block Explorer, like blocks.io, every day we're getting more users. So that's a good sign. I mean, with us, the main thing with us is just getting more users and expanding our network. The more valuable our network is, really, the more valuable the CHL token should be. You know.
Okay, that's cool. Hi,
What's going on, Maxwell?
yeah, I'm good. I'm holding up all right. How's it going on?
You seen City Mills and
Yeah,
doing good, doing
spoke
good.
with
Yeah, I
him.
was looking for City Mills and Willow, but
I spoke with him this morning on the video
you
call.
talked to him lately?
I spoke with him this morning on the video call. Yeah, I'm gonna try talking to him right away also. So,
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, we yeah, we want to get him on the call, so but I haven't heard from him, so I don't know if they're busy or if they got a bad connection or something today. So we'll see. And we'll see if we can get some more users on here too. I'm pretty sure I think people can join once we've already started like this. I think people can keep joining. So last week, the week we've been doing this is our second or third week doing this, and I think last week we got about 15. At one point we had maybe 15 people on. But people were coming in and out of the chat room. So, but it'd be nice to get more than that this week. So you were telling me that you had some ideas for challenge decks, some sort of different development ideas.
The question is to me or Maxwell?
You were telling me, right? You were saying you were suggesting that us not being on the blockchain at all.
Yeah, it's a controversial, right? All the community will raise on me. Yeah, but what I am seeing right now, the trend is going on with the what we are doing with these dApps, or like when we are doing with these, when the users getting more and more users were onboarding onto this project, then we are getting out of the RAM, and we are exiting the limit of the CPU and all these issues. So it's better to
Background noise.
store the one of the blockchain's transaction history can be stored in there, or there the snapshots can be stored at one place and onto the blockchain, and let's put the dApp onto the normal databases, and which power up with we just wrap and layer with that blockchain, so that we can store all the transactions over there. So the privacy, uh, yeah, privacy as well as the transparency can be facilitated over there. Yeah, this is what my thoughts are. uh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, right now we're not spending a whole lot of money on RAM or CPU. I mean, we did spend a lot of money on RAM when we first started and did our airdrop back when the RAM prices were higher, but everything seems to be working. I mean, we probably pay like maybe one EOS or two EOS a month for resources, so it's not that expensive. Um, but obviously, I mean, it is tough working with the blockchain and getting it to sync with the front end, and you know, but the team is getting better at developing that and making it work fluently. So so yeah, but maybe, I mean, if it had advantages to it, we're always interested in something that's going to make the project better.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, we are the one who airdropped at the highest prices of the, while the RAM price is beating up at highs. We just aggressively went down there and we just like did the airdrop, and we just like poured all our money into the RAM. Uh, and yeah, we know that we gone to the lot of downsides of these, and one more thing is, all of the people who were leaving EOS to Telos, if one at one point of time, if Telos get expensive, if that chain get expensive, what's happening with right now happening with the EOS, if it is repeated with the Telos, then we should migrate for the another blockchain, or what's the solution for that, like and what the transactions we already did over there, we will be leaving over there, or just like we are getting the transactions, or we are storing it somewhere at, uh, yeah.
Yeah,
And yeah, there are few unconnected points over here, so we need to join them at first. And we need to again educate the people about the telos. And yeah, there are a lot of demerits as well as merits coming if we are migrating to that.
yeah.
uh,
Well,
yeah, if telos become expensive again, or if it become something like what's happening with the EOS right now, then we need to find some other solution, right? So that's why I'm suggesting to get out of that blockchain and just store the transactions over there.
yeah. Well, I think it's good for us. I mean, you can't have all your eggs in one basket, and I think that's one thing that's going to be good. This new update is to have Telos support and EOS support, because we've been so attached to EOS, and EOS hasn't really grown the way we expected it to. So, we're only traded against EOS, and it works. I mean, the application works well and it's able to run fast, but um, it's it hasn't grown the way we thought it would be have grown. But I think it will help us to have Telos support and then EOS support. And then we were looking this last time, we were looking into doing Hive support too, but the developers were saying, hey, let's just see how Telos support works first. Hive would be a little bit more complicated. But I think the future for us is to have multi-blockchains, to be on multiple blockchains, and that way people have access to, a few different tokens, a few different exchanges, a few different blockchains. Because I noticed sometimes there's times when EOS is down. The EOS, there's been times where it's that the network's clogged, it's not running fast. It's not all the time, but it does happen. So I think it's important for us to at least have a couple different blockchains. That way, if something is up with one of them, the people can still use the other one. So I think it'll make us more robust network.
To be better, it will be a very good decision because for CHL to be on cross chains, I really have interest in the Telos blockchain because the Telos blockchain is very fast, very swift. Transactions go like in seconds. Not as if EOS transactions are being delayed. But at a point in time where the resources and the RAM and the CPU becomes a challenge, it's been like it's up to 6 months now we've been facing the resources challenge on the EOS, where we even have to go and power up on EOS.free IO daily just so that we could perform some certain transactions. Now on the EOS blockchain, I think CHL will be very better, but I'm also thinking of a way we can improve the price of CHL in the market. Like, I don't know, Facebook has banned the cryptocurrency advertisements, Facebook doesn't want to see anything concerning cryptocurrency on their page. Yeah, we don't even want to use that, but there are mediums like LinkedIn ID. Many of us are on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is basically for business, basically. It's a business platform. So we could use LinkedIn ID to promote more. It's been a long time. I've not done a YouTube video. Yeah, I think doing more YouTube videos and using tag words, keywords, which will improve more viewers to see the video and know more about Challenge Dark. Because I think if more people could buy the tokens in the market, eventually CHL will rise, no matter the kind of blockchain it is built on. You understand? Because over the years, like 2 years now, I've known CHL and it's pretty cool. I really love CHL token. It's just that Binance has refused to list it. CoinMarketCap has refused to listen to us. I tried sending a DM to the manager of CoinMarketCap. I sent him a mail. He hasn't replied my mail till now. I don't know. But the Telos blockchain is very okay. The Telos blockchain is very okay. And the idea of the cross chains is not a bad idea. I support that. Yeah, I support that.
Yeah, it's almost like we got two different things going on. It's like we're building the application and we're building the technology for the users. And then also as a project, we got to worry about our market cap and our trading volume and where we're being traded at. And it's there. I think there's a lot of unmet demand for CHL. There's a lot of people who would like to buy it who just don't know how to because they're not familiar with Nudex. They're not familiar with EOS. So I think it'd be really good for us. I mean, I think you've seen some of the challenges where we're trying to get people to reach out to P tokens and get PCHL. I think that's the biggest thing is getting on Uniswap. If we were able to get a reliable ERC20 token and get on like a Uniswap, I think that would dramatically help us and really help the price and liquidity. And obviously, if we got more liquidity and a better price, then we can give out more rewards. It's easier for us to give out more rewards and, grow the network.
Okay. It's easier that way. It's easier that way. I've not actually traded P tokens yet. I'm on lapses on that personally. Yeah. I need to work on that. I don't know. It's really hard. It's really hard over here. It's really hard. Really very hard time because it's a very good project built on a very good blockchain.
Yeah. Well, we'll start. We're still early in the process. I mean, we'll just keep on. We'll just keep on.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, every day I check. We're getting more news on us. Every time I check Google and I see more news coming out about Challenge Back. So, we just keep growing. I think eventually, if we just keep growing, good things will happen to us. And really, I think we're just a few exchange listings away from having some big things happen for the project. Because we got the technology, we
Yeah,
got the
exactly when
users,
it's on
we
the
just need
swap.
the market cap and the liquidity.
Yeah, Chase, I want to put some points on this thing, like about the listing. Actually, I am the one who deals with the this business development side of things and listing the tokens.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, you were
yeah,
one of the
about the listing,
first person.
we got uh, pardon.
Yeah, that used to be your main job, was getting us on exchanges. You got us on a few different exchanges back in the day.
Yeah, uh, we are contacting by the lot of exchanges, but the thing is, we are ready to pay for them or as a listing fees and for the making the markets and managing the things. But the thing is, they were asking an significant amount of portion in the project developer tokens. So yeah, we are ready. We are even ready to do that. But the thing is, we value our community, and so if we give that a large amount of tokens to the exchanges, and that will cause a lot of liquidity or just like it will causes some fluctuations in the prices. So that's why we value the money of the community people who invested into the project. So that's why we never listed over there. And we used to have a lot of conversation between Chase and me, like both were stick to the one point, like we should value the money from the investors who invested and who trusted the challenge. So that's the one reason we didn't list it on the lot of exchanges. If we want to list something, we can list it up, and again within a 7 days of time they will just like take it away and they will dump the token. So that's the main issue with the few exchanges.
Yeah, trusting them, because I think I remember, we gave Chain Ants 5 million CHL, and then they had us for, like a month or two, and then uh, I think they sold the exchange or whatever, but you probably figured most of those coins got dumped. They probably turned around and dumped those tokens. So it's just hard to, and then, I understand the point where, if you have an exchange, these exchanges need a little bit of Bitcoin for market making and that sort of thing. But it's just, it's hard to know which exchanges to trust. That's why it's nice with Uniswap. I hear with Uniswap, there's no listing fee. Any ERC20 token can be added. And it does a lot of volume when I check, every time I see uh, Uniswap, they do a lot of volume. I noticed for like Telos, Telos is traded on 4 or 5 different exchanges, and the one that they do the most volume on by far is yeah, Uniswap. Yeah, that's where everyone wants to trade right now. So
Yeah, that's not the one case with the uh, that's one the exchange which you mentioned about. About the big dot one, and what about the big pie?
one,
And the lot of exchanges did the same thing with the CHL token.
yeah,
They rammed it like hell. We know that we gone into that all those lows, and yeah, that's the one reason we are not listing onto the exchanges. And if it is the major exchange, we are interested onto the listing onto the exchanges. And we are lot of people were they recognized us and they were approaching us like on the daily basis. At least I used to get like 4 to 5 calls daily
yeah.
to list the
Every
CHL.
time I check my Telegram, there's a lot of exchanges that are asking us that want to add us. They're always asking for half a Bitcoin or a quarter Bitcoin, and you don't know who you're really talking to. And we've been
Yeah.
putting most of our money into development. So maybe it's time for us to start putting that money into exchanges and building up our market.
Okay. I
Yeah,
don't know.
true.
Yeah.
Does Pancake Swap only allow coins on BSC blockchain? The Pancake Swap.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear Pancake Swap's popular. Um, I don't know if P tokens does a Binance peg, but it'd be nice, at the very minimum to get a ERC20 peg would be important for us. And if we had a peg on the Binance smart contract chain too, that would be good for us. Just something to branch out of EOS a little bit more. I mean, we've just been kind of too, contained to EOS. I think it's just would help us to branch out into Telos and maybe get an ERC20 peg and maybe get a Binance smart contract peg too, so we can have, reach a larger network of people.
So where do we start from? Where can we start from? What do we do now? Where can we start from?
I think that two things. So, I think we need to talk to the Telos people like Doug, and they supposedly made an ERC20 gateway bridge. There's a bridge between Telos and the ERC20. It's an EVM, I guess. They got an EVM.
EVN. Yeah, EVN.
Yeah. So last time I talked to Doug, the dude that runs Telos, he was saying that they were going to try to have Telos run first, and then they were going to add other tokens later on. So it'd probably be good for us to follow up with him and say, hey, we're adding Telos support. Would we be able to have a PCHL token or a CHL token on this your guys' EVM? Or we can go to P tokens, and we've been trying to get in contact with P tokens. Challenge has been down the last couple days, but I think I'm going to make a challenge of asking people to reach out to the P tokens people and try to get them to support CHL, because I guess they don't charge any money for it. They just want to look for good projects to support, and if we got a PCHL token, that would be big for us, be a game changer.
Okay, that would be a plus one. I think we'll start from there. We'll start from there because
Yeah, and I think a lot of these exchanges are the future. I think is decentralized exchanges. I don't even know how much we should be trying to deal with these centralized exchanges. Like you mentioned, like Chainhands, Big One, all those centralized exchanges. We gave them tokens, but then they turned around and delisted us and kept the tokens. So I guess we're just lucky that we didn't give them a bunch of Bitcoin. A lot of those people were asking for a lot of Bitcoin. You were doing the negotiation for them. I think a lot of times you were talking them into, they were asking for Bitcoin, and then you got them to, you gave them CHL instead. You got them to agree to CHL instead. But yeah, you don't know, how much you can trust them, because after a few months they'll take the token down.
Yeah, that's the most of the cases. That's the one it is gonna happen. Like they take down the token and they just like run away with that money, like with that listing fees which we paid for them. Most of the cases, this is what happened with BitPy, Big.one, and few other exchanges where we significantly listed over there.
I think
And
Bitfinex too, right? There was that
yeah,
first.
Bitfi is the earliest. Yeah, it's the earliest exchange which listed the CHM, and yeah.
Yeah, I think every centralized exchange that we paid to get onto ended up taking us off, or either got bought out, discontinued, or took the token down. Because I think we paid Big One, we paid Chinance, and then we paid BitPi, and I don't think the tokens on any of those exchanges. I think actually all three of those exchanges don't exist anymore. So, the
they
industry.
just dump the coins, they dump the tokens.
Yeah. Well, the exchange game is competitive. I mean, all these exchanges, it changes so fast, and it's a competitive game. So, but something that's kind of cool is I think on the 8th will be our 3rd anniversary of being traded on Nudex. We were one of the first tokens to be added to Nudex when they first went live. So we were one of the first 10 debut tokens. So we're working with some Nudex influencers, and we'd like to do something to celebrate that here in the next couple days, just to because that's kind of cool that we were one of the first Nudex tokens ever to be added to Nudex. So, but we need to get on other exchanges, supporting.
It's worth celebrating. I don't know. Have you thought of something like KuCoin? They got a pretty good exchange over there. KuCoin.
Which exchange?
Yeah, KuCoin. I think I've
KuCoin,
traded
yeah.
there before once. I've traded on KuCoin once before. It's a
Okay,
pretty good exchange. They even have their own token. They have their own native token also, which is the KuCoin. Yeah.
Yeah, we even did an
Um,
exchange or we even did a challenge where we had people send CHL to their exchange and then put in support tickets asking people to like, saying, hey, my CHL isn't supported or whatever. And we did that as a way to try to get them to list us or, recognize us or whatever. So we should follow up with them. And KuCoin it seems like an exchange that's growing and getting more popular. So it'd be nice to, get their support.
Another thing personally I'm thinking of like the method we were trying to get CZ Binance to list after he got 90 million CHL tokens and he refused to list it. I think the approach we were on him, like calling out to him, tagging him on Twitter,
Yeah.
I felt maybe he was insulted by those things. That's why he never listed it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the approach really matters a lot. We could personally like send them mails. It's official to send mails to them, to reach out to them. What I'm trying to say is in future use if you want to relate to any other exchange, we could send mails to them. Some might think we're bugging them. Meanwhile, it's a very good project, but they don't know about the project. The project that they aren't aware about it is like, what's this? But it's a very good project. If they just could listen and hear us out, they'll find out it's a very good project.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe in future references, like if we want to reach out to exchanges, we could send them like a mail, officially a mail, stating them the reasons why we want them to list the tokens on their exchange. I think it's going to help. It's just a suggestion. Yeah.
No, I think it would help just reaching out to them and, in a professional way and explaining who we are, introducing ourselves and, explaining to these exchanges like, hey, you want to give your customers good tokens that have solid technology behind it and that has a real use case. And I think we fall into that category. So it's important for these exchanges. I mean, I don't think these exchanges just want to, keep giving or providing shitcoins. They provide shitcoins to their customers and the price goes down or whatever. It's not going to make their customers happy. I think we're a coin that has strong fundamentals. So I think we have a better chance for long-term success if they add us, because we got, obviously it's a use case and a working application. So I think it's good for us to point that out to them.
Okay.
That's a job that we
I
might have.
also have a suggestion.
Yeah.
I got a suggestion.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Like I think we should have a private trading group in which the duty of the private trading group is to always make sure we trade CHL on whatsoever. Like we're listed on Nudex now. We've been on Nudex for a while. Like we will have a trading group that always trades CHL like daily, on a daily, buy with EOS, daily or weekly. That could help improve the trading volume and the market value. Yeah, I think the suggestion, something like that.
That's a good idea. I think we need to have that just, like a trading group. And because a lot of times our volume's low and if we have low volume and it doesn't look like there's anything going on, that's not very appealing to other exchanges. They want to see a project that has a lot of activity to it. So, we could even make challenges, challenging people and giving out rewards for people who trade the token X amount of times. Yeah, more volume would really be big for us.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Cool. So it looks like we've been going for about like 30 minutes or so. It looks like City Mills and Willow, I don't know what happened to them. But yeah, I think it's a good amount of time to go for 20, 30 minutes. Anyone else have any
And about the
suggestions?
distribution of hello, hi, hello, Chase. I want to put one more point for what William is explaining. Sorry, what Maxwell is explaining. We already partnered with Tipit. Maybe you remember about that. We used to tip for tweets, whoever tweets over the Twitter, and we used to tip over there. Like if we can utilize that tipit.io, we already integrated our token to that,
Yeah.
and we already did Steam token. We already got onto the got our CHL onto the Steam, so that if we can be able to utilize these both things properly, we can get some uh, what recognition in this block, crypto market.
Yeah.
That's one of the side from my
Yeah,
side.
that's one of the places that we're on that's really good for us is Tippet. You know, that's really nice that they added us. We've been on them for a while, and yeah, so it's important for us to keep using Tippet and you know, support them and keep trying to grow the project. And then we'll stay after. We'll make a challenge. I'll make a challenge this week trying to contact P tokens. It'd be really big if we could get on Uniswap in the next month or so. I mean, I think there's probably another 6 months left in this bull market or something like that. So it'd be nice to get on Uniswap or talk to Telos and get an ERC20 token. Because even though ERC20 token, the Ethereum network is slow, you know, it's got a lot of congestion. For whatever reason, it's just got the network effect and people like to trade on it. And there's so much liquidity on there. So I think it's important for us to get on there.
Okay. It's
Cool,
really
cool.
good.
So cool. We'll keep
Yeah, I'll be celebrating my birthday this
Yeah,
month,
we'll keep
so
doing
I'm
these
gonna make
calls.
that day. You get that? Yeah, I'll be
Nice.
celebrating my birthday this month, so
Okay.
I'm gonna do a good challenge that day, like a 20,000 CHL prize for each anybody that's gonna be involved in the challenge. That will be on the 18th of this month. Yeah,
18th.
so
Okay.
it's gonna be the 18th is my birthday, so I'll do a challenge that day. At least reward each user with 20,000 CHL.
Yeah, we might
And just
run a challenge
for the
then for your
project.
birthday. We might give out some tokens for your birthday then, the 18th.
I'll personally want to give out to all new users,
Awesome.
on the platform.
That's really
Yeah.
cool. Maybe we'll mask the tokens, or maybe we can even give you the tokens to give out. So something like we definitely want
Okay.
to do stuff like that. How old are you turning?
I'll be turning 24, cool.
24.
Yeah, Facebook age. Yeah. Then it all good, yeah.
24 is a good age, so nice. And yeah, it looks like it was a smaller group today. You know, I think last week we got like 15 people, so a little bit smaller, but we'll keep doing these. I think Friday works good. So we'll keep doing these Friday, and we'll try to have one next week. So thanks everyone for joining.
You're welcome.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Have a nice
Yeah,
day.
you're welcome, Chase.
Cheers.
All right, take it easy, guys.